Hi there, so today we're going to make gluten-free trail macaroni and cheese. To make gluten-free trail macaroni and cheese, I'm going to use the Annie's gluten-free creamy deluxe cheesy cheddar gluten-free macaroni and cheese. I'm going to need a freezer bag. These are the quart size freezer bags, not a storage bag. The freezer bag part is very important. You'll need your stove. I'm using the one from Amazon. I think these are about like $8.99. You'll need your fuel. I'm using a Sterno can fuel. These are $5.99 at Fred Meyer's. And you'll also need a pot for boiling water. So now that we have everything that we need to make the gluten-free trail macaroni and cheese, I'm going to show you how we boil noodles mess-free in the backcountry. Okay, so I have boiling water here. I have my bag of dry noodles. One thing that you're going to want to make sure is that your water is at a rolling boil. So a full boil, because we are cooking raw noodles with it. So this is my big pot. It's got 32 ounces of water in it. You want to make sure that you completely cover your noodles. And it is boiling water, so it's very hot. So here I have my noodles. So here I have my noodles submerged in boiling water, and you're going to take that and shimmy it down into your bag. What you're also going to want to do is take that cheese packet, put it in here too, so we can get that started kind of softening up. So here I have my noodles in the freezer bag, submerged in boiling water, put inside of my cozy. I've also put the cheese packet in here, and I'm going to let this sit for 20 minutes. If you wanted to, you could always make your noodles in here and put your macaronis in here and then put the cheese sauce in here, but if you can imagine, that would be a really big mess to clean up while you're outside. So that's why I like this freezer bag method, because even in the freezer bag, it's going to kind of be a little bit messy, but it's just going to be something that we can just put in our garbage bag when we're done, and we don't have to spend any time scrubbing any pots. That's what I really like about the freezer bag cooking. So real quick, while we're waiting for that to cook, I want to show you, this is, I wouldn't really call this healthy food. I would call this more something that you've maybe been out for 10-15 miles and you just want to eat something that you really like and is really yummy, and you don't really care that much about the calories and fat and all that kind of stuff. But I'll give you the breakdown. So per serving, this has 330 calories, 8 grams of fat, 8 grams of protein, which is actually pretty good, 57 grams of carbohydrates. There's 3 servings per container, so if you ate this whole box for dinner, you would be getting 990 calories, about 24 grams of protein, about 171 carbs, and about 24 grams of fat. So if that's something you're interested in, that's the caloric breakdown for our Annie's gluten-free macaroni and cheese. So if you're not gluten-free and you just want to know how to make macaroni and cheese while you're out hiking, you could use the exact same way, but just maybe pick up some Kraft Deluxe and use the same method for that. So it's been about 10 minutes, and I'm just going to kind of check on things, see how we're doing. I'm going to kind of zhuzh it around to break up any clumps that got formed in there. And it is still really hot, so I'm just going to kind of do it through the bag. So let's leave that for another 10 minutes, and then I'll see you back in 10 minutes. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Let's open it up. So this is still very, very hot. You can kind of see if your noodles are done. And like I said, it is really, really hot. And it feels to me like they are finished. So what you want to do is just open your slider up a little bit, and you can strain the water out through the little opening that you've made there without the noodles coming out. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back. So here we are back. I've strained the water out. I'm sure there's probably a little bit left in there, but that's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. So let's open it up the rest of the way. Go ahead and get your cheese packet, which is now nice and warm too. It's not a solid chunk of cheese. kind of get it away from the top. I always carry a little Swiss Army knife that has a little pair of scissors on it, so that's how I'm going to open it. If you have a knife, or you can do it without a knife or scissors, but just to have a nice clean cut. Makes it less messy. So then you're going to take your pack, put it in there. So as you can see, I have my drained noodles. I have my cheese packet in there. It's all inside my freezer bag. So take your spoon, and now you're just gonna stir it up inside of here. You know, macaroni and cheese is kind of messy anyways, so even in this bag it's gonna get a little bit messy, but that's okay, because when you're done eating it, you're just gonna throw it away. I have my cooked macaroni and cheese all ready to eat out of the bag, and when I'm all finished with it, I would just seal this up and put it in my garbage bag. Some ideas for this that you could do is, if you wanted to add some protein to it, you could add some dehydrated ground beef during the noodle cooking process. You could also do something as simple as picking up some of those tuna packets, and after it's all cooked, you could put some tuna in here. I think they make the chicken packets too. You could put some chicken in here. So if you've never tried gluten-free macaroni and cheese or gluten-free pasta in general, one of the things about it is that it is kind of a sticky noodle. The noodles are rice-based usually, and that just leads to them being sticky. So it's just kind of a part of the kind of noodle that they are, but they are delicious and good. And take a look there. You can see our macaroni and cheese is steaming, all nice and cheesy. And I think that would be a really yummy treat at the end of a long day of hiking. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a try. It's super easy to do. So if you liked what you saw, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. In the description box below, you'll find a link to my Instagram account. I'd love you to come follow me and see what I'm up to. Thanks for watching, happy hiking, and I'll see you on the trail.